Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for stopping by and checking out our videos. My name is Nate, and our channel is Tactical Goons. And this is how I'm going to do my videos, all of them. I'll always wear this. So today's video, I bet you couldn't guess what it's in regards to. This is my helmet and night vision setup, night vision thermal setup. So the video is not geared around so much my setup as it is how I'm going to be transporting things or moving stuff around to protect it. So you guys out there that have night vision systems, you know that they're not cheap. And the last thing in the world you'd want would be to damage it and buy another one. So safety features are imperative for you when you are out and about. So currently my helmet is the Hardhead Veterans. It's their ATE, which is above the ear, which I've talked about before. So what that allows is your Ear Pro to be on, because it rides, obviously the helmet rides above your ear. I do have a light on this side of the helmet, which is the Princeton Tec. It's their Charge X, which gives me red light, green. Actually, I didn't press it quick enough. Red, green, blue. And then if you hold it down, you'll actually get IR, which is infrared, which is visible with your night vision systems. On the top of the helmet, I do have a strobe. Probably can't see it. Put my head down. So the strobe also has an IR function. So I can set that to IR, and if you're out and about running some tactics and your opponent has night vision as well, he'll see you. So that's pretty much the setup on the helmet. The mount that I have is the Argus A4. I do have comms integrated into my Ear Pro system, so I do have a radio that is in my chest rig that allows me to connect into that, and I've got a push to talk on that setup. So going into this portion of the helmet setup is my, again, Argus A4 is the mount. So if I bring this down, there's a M1 pano bridge that allows me to attach both my non-dominant eye is this side here. So this is my PVS 14 night vision. And then on this side, I've got a Jerry YM 2.0 thermal. So it's a dual band system. So you could run dual PVS 14s. For me, I wanted to have the ability to run one is a night vision and one is a thermal for picking up those heat signatures in the nighttime. So to be honest with you, I prefer thermal over the night vision optic. I mean, I'll provide some footage here that I've got early this morning of a deer that was in my backyard using my thermal, and I had both on, night vision and thermal, and with my night vision I couldn't see it at all. Thermal all day long, stood out like a sore thumb. So as far as the safety feature goes, excuse me, on my helmet, there is a mounting system for this right here at the front. So the concern is when you're out doing something and maybe you're going through an area where you knock this or bump this, potentially you could knock it off the helmet, and you don't want this to fall to the ground. So my system has, if I'm just going to disconnect it here so you can see, if it did come off, there's a lanyard that's attached that would keep this from falling to the ground at least. I mean, it'd be hanging in my face, but at least it's not bouncing down on the ground. So, and then it is a quick little detach to get it disconnected. I could see it. It's hard to do this with my helmet on, but I've done it before. I don't know if I'll be able to get that out of the way. So if I flip this up, no, the helmet's going to be coming off anyways here in a minute. But that's the attachment system, this little lanyard that just keeps it from hitting the ground if it falls off. So that is my safety feature while it is on my helmet. So the next portion of that is, turn off my audio on my Ear Pro. So this allows me to roll my Ear Pro back onto the helmet. And then that allows me to store it. So what I recently purchased for this, excuse me, something in my throat. So what I recently purchased for this is this setup here. This is from a company called Otte Gear, O-T-T-E, Otte Gear. I thought it was Ott, but I watched a handful of videos and they say Otte or Otte Gear. So Otte Gear, it's made in the U.S. It is Cordura is the material it's made out of. I think they say it's 500D is the rating. It's not really a backpack. There are some like sling point attachments here where you potentially down the road probably could put something on here to make it like a backpack, but right now, as it came, there is no straps on the back of this. So it does not function as a backpack. So the purpose of this, this is their OG V2 helmet bag with what they refer to as their nod box. So this has a little separate compartment here for putting your nods in. And for those of you that do not know what NOD is, it's night observation device. So you can observe at nighttime. So what's nice with this is it does give you the ability to take your nods, night vision, and put it inside this setup here. Like so. The front of the helmet has my detach system. So these little things, it's like multiple layers of safety. So these little bungees that I just disconnected on the side of each helmet actually go to the Argus A4. And that's just in the event that decides to fall off the helmet for some reason. While you're out doing stuff. So I can take the Argus A4, put that in this compartment, little eyepiece, eye protector. And then this then allows you to wrap these guys up nice and secure. This actually has hook and loop on the inside. So like my strobe that I talked about, you could take the strobe off. Actually mount that up here so it lowers the profile of the helmet to fit inside the box a little bit better. There is an attachment point down here, so if you did want to take your nods and just rest them in some kind of system right here and put your helmet on top of that, they would rest underneath your helmet. There are 3 on this side, 3 little pouches, compartments for putting stuff in. I have nothing in there. So, but your helmet, on the back of the helmet, I didn't talk about this, I've got a weight system. So when you're wearing night vision and you've got that on the front of your helmet, it's weighting you down. So you need a counterweight. So I've got the counterweight system in the back, and then I've got this little pouch that I've got extra batteries in. They're the 3.7 button top batteries, 3.7 volt button top batteries that go in my thermal. They go in the thermal, and then the PVS 14 just takes a standard AA battery, which makes that nice. So the helmet just would sit inside your bag like so. Trying to tuck in the little cords and stuff that are sticking out. There's got a good little setup to it. This does have Velcro attached system that goes to the front, and you could secure it down even further, but realistically I got my Air Pro and stuff on here. This helmet's not going to move or go anywhere inside this bag. So, and again, taking off the strobe, you can see that gives me a little bit more room to move this down. So if I pull this together, so that's it. That is the Otte Gear OG V2. This is their dark or black multicam. Very nice. So for me, I feel good when I'm obviously going to go out and do something, put this in the truck, and not worry that I'm going to break, my multi-billion-dollar night vision system that's on my helmet. The reason being is I'd gone out prior before I had my night vision system, I just had my helmet with my Princeton Tec Charge X light, and I'd set it up on top of my range bag on the back seat, and I had some bumps, and my helmet flopped down on the ground, and the Charge X literally just snapped off my helmet, and luckily it didn't break. I was able to put it back on, and it was resolved, but it would have been kind of crappy if that broke and had to be repaired or replaced. So the Charge X, I think that thing's about 160 bucks, so it's not horrible. But I can't even fathom having your night vision fall off your head onto the ground and damaging one of those tubes. That would be bad. So, but that's my video for today. I appreciate you guys, as always. Thanks for coming by. If you do get anything out of our videos, please click on that thumbs up, click on the subscribe button, and then click the bell notification to get notified when I post new content. If you have any questions about anything that you saw on my video today, just put your questions down in the comments below, and I try to answer all the questions that do come in. And we will see you on the next video. Oh, also, if you're wondering, this is a skull cap from Cry Precision. So I've got 4 of them. I got 2 black and I got 2 multicam. For me, it's just a very nice covering to put over my head for my helmet. They work really well. So not only does it keep the helmet like right off the top of your head, but it also helps to kind of pads it and then gives it a little bit, like for me, a little bit more of a firmer, secure fit. So, and there I go again on my tangent at the end of the video. So I appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next video.